Question: have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're being targeted by someone who just hates you for absolutely no fucking reason? Well, pause, grab some popcorn, spread those cheeks, and have a seat. Because I nearly got expelled from high school during my final year, no less, because of this one person, aka my chemistry teacher. Now, fast forward to October 21st, 2021. It started out as any other regular day. I was sleeping, having a dream about being oiled up by Diddy, and then I woke up to a horrible realization. Turns out class was already in session and I was 1 hour late. Turns out I slept in because I think I was pretty much home alone at that point. My parents may have been out visiting someone, and I could vividly remember my siblings being on holiday too, so I was pretty much the only one having classes at that point. So I panicked, ran into the bathroom, I took a bath, I took my morning dump, and ran as fast as I could to school. Now, fortunately, when I got to class, I realized that the teacher hadn't really come in yet, so I was pretty much able to make it in time. So the moment I took my seat, I could instantly hear this distinct clapping sound approaching, and we immediately knew who it was. For the sake of context, I'm going to tell you about a special someone in our school. When I got to my final year of high school, we were given a new foreign chemistry teacher. His name was Mr. Cristiano. Now, I'm going to be real with you. He was short as fuck. He was ugly as fuck, and you better believe he was fat as fuck too. I mean, his fatness was his most defining trait. He was so fat that when he walked, his cheeks clapped on your own. I'm talking Cardi B type shit. Now, over time, we realized that we didn't know his last name, and every time we asked him, he always just blew us off because he was just kind of a big asshole. So, because we didn't know his last name and because he refused to tell us his last name, we just started calling him Cristiano Ronaldo Donuts, which really pissed him off, especially with me, seeing as how I was kind of the one who came up with the name. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, fast forward to about 2 hours into his class. Everyone is bored out of their mind. Except me, though. I was listening because I was kind of a nerd back then, but now I'm just an aura farmer, so yeah, there's that. Now, I can't really remember the full details of the class, but I could remember that he was teaching us something based on gas laws and the kinetic theory of matter. And he stated something about gases simply moving in only random motion and just leaving it at that. But I kind of knew that gases didn't just move in that, they also moved in translational motion, which is also linked to how they move in zigzag motion. And it was all just, links together. But of course, he's not the kind of teacher that you would want to correct. Except you're me, though. But I instantly knew what doing that would mean. So there I was faced with two options: either or farm and face the consequences later, or stay quiet and end the day in peace. So naturally, I took the most obvious option.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
So I basically got up, went in front of the class, and literally came face to face with the donut himself. And from there on out, I let my superb vocabulary do the rest. Now, after I was done, you could basically guess how pissed he was at the very thought of me trying to correct him in his own class. So naturally, he does what any asshole teacher would do: he sends me out. Now, this is where things instantly go from A to W, and even I don't know how till today. On my way out of his class, I start singing the Barney and Friends theme song. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. I really don't know why. Now, for a bit of more context, our class is located on the third floor of the main school building. Now, in the process of singing, I start hearing this distinct clapping sound, a clapping sound that I know all too well. And when I turn around, I see this horrific sight of this fat donut dead sprinting at me as if he's Dr. Eggman and I'm Sonic and I'm about to tell him where the Chaos Emeralds are. So anyway, Mr. Ronald Donut is right there sprinting at me, his cheeks loudly clapping from side to side, and I don't know why, but my first instinct was to duck, and I didn't think twice, I just did it. I ducked, and the first thing I could hear was the sound of a middle-aged man diving right over me, smashing through the window, and plunging 2 stories down to his probable demise. Now, luckily for him, he was able to survive with just a few bruises and major injuries and also a compound fracture. And it was only until later, after we explained the situation and everything de escalated, that I realized he was actually trying to slap me for singing in his class after being sent out. Now, was it my fault? I really don't know. Maybe you could tell me in the comments or something. Anyway, that's it for today's story time. If you like this video, then please be sure to like, share, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Seriously though, subscribe!